Okay, guys, here we are. Oxford Plains in a late model stock car. So this track for me was manage your tires as best as you possibly can. 125 laps, just left turns, and those tires are pretty beat by the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. Give you the full view here. So currently running in P7, just feeling the car out and keeping ourselves out of trouble, so this way we can make it to the end of the race. Well, fun fact, prior to this, I had done 4 different practice sessions where I was comfortable with my setup and trying to make it to that 125 lap mark, and I could not keep a front right tire on it. So developed a completely safe strategy, didn't worry about lap times, and tried to drive from the beginning to the end. That was all. Get a look at our leader, second place, third place there. Fourth place trailing in the back. Like I said, we're, I believe, in 7th of 8 people here, so not worried about trying to win the race, just trying to finish the race. Ascension car looking real good. Still clean, a scratch on her. Going into lap number 20 here. We're in 8th of 8th. Nothing to worry about. Still 105 laps to go. And these guys, like I said, I'm expecting them to blow that right front tire. So just a matter of hanging out there and making sure that we make it to the end. Got P1 coming up behind us. Let's take a look at what happens here, because I know that our buddy Yoda, oh, and he took out the sticks. All right, so let's see what happens. A little bump from the 4 knocks him off the track. Yoda goes ahead and just floors it back onto the track. Oh, 6 nowhere to go. 3 almost off the track. And there goes our first caution. Number 8 car. So that'll be the end of the day for the 6 car. We are going to be moved up a position, 7th, and then move up another position due to that 6 car's unfortunate DNF. The 8 car, ironically enough, got to stay out on the track, but he was not in competition. And about this point at the radio, people were starting to tell everybody to beware of the 8 car. The Ascension car is still whole. We've been moved up to B6. So back up here with our buddy in the 5 car. Guy was very cool, Greg Royals. Very cool. Literally called it out in the beginning, just like I did, that he's trying to make it to the end of the race before the tire pops. So here's the 6 car back out on the track, unfortunately with a flat front right tire. Get to go around him and the 8 car. 8 decides that he wants to race me, so we're staying high on the track to make sure that he doesn't get too close to us. Restart. Oh, did you see that? Oh my goodness. So Jim not too happy about what happened to him with the 8's rejoined. Decides just as we're going to start the race, he is taking the 8 out. Six car unfortunately does get black flag for that. He is out of the race as it is, so I think he was trying to help us out there and possibly make sure the 8 didn't get anybody else the same business. Here we are, lap number 29, currently P6. Back to where we started. And same strategy. I'm not worried about the cars ahead of me driving away. I'm worried about my tire wear. That's all I can be worried about. 125 laps is a whole lot for that right front tire. Find another camera this way here. set P6. Looking at the P2 car. 1 and 2 catching up to the 8 here. High line, run right up around them. Nothing to worry about out of the 8. Looks of it, we've got our next caution, so spin it back a couple laps, see what happened here. Beaudoin coming out of the pits, goes out the wrong exit. Oh! Parks himself right on the track, causing the next caution. Don't know what this guy was thinking, but with that mishap from earlier with the 4 car when he got into the back of the 8, looks like it did some damage. It moves us straight into P5. Full lap ahead of a 4 car. Nothing to worry about out of the 8 car, other than if he decides that he wants to come out to the track and cause a little havoc. Let's get us sped up to the restart here. Go double file. And here we go. Alright. Coming off of turn 2 into turn 3. Everybody's bunched. We are currently P5. Getting ready for the restart. Leader is gone. Here we go. Big gap between everybody. Trying to tuck under the 5. Staying low under the 4. Take position from the 4. We believe the 4 car is a lap down from us. He is in P6. It looks like he's almost 4 laps down from us. He puts a good amount of pressure on me, so I had to decide whether or not I wanted to concede, let him pass, or I just put a little bit of pressure on the 5, kind of knowing that he would have been nice to me, and if he noticed that I was passing, he'd kind of let me run through. So keeping an eye on the 4 for now, making sure he doesn't get into the back of us. Managing the tires, running the wide line, letting the track turn the car, not turning the steering wheel very much. And just take a little ride along. pass. Get him on this straightaway. Find out if he's going to back off at the end of this corner here. Alongside me, we get a good run. We're clear. Going down to the bottom line. That gives us P4. Grabbed on the P4, lap number 53 of 125. I always thought that was cool. You can see the position marker boards up in the corners of 2 and 3, and it's actually accurate. 1, 3, 7, 2, and 5, and you can see the leader is car number 1. Second place is car number 3. Corey in number 7 is in third with the number 2. And number 5. So as we know, the P4 is laps down. Just a little nod there. Cool little feature they threw in there for us. Watch the 4 car get up and out of his way and follow suit. Next corner. Because of the way the 4 is running, I kind of knew he was going to tuck underneath me and go for the pass here. I'm going to try to give him a little space so he doesn't take us out entirely. E2 back there in the yellow 3 car coming up. I don't want to get stuck battling with this guy. I want to be able to make sure that we can give up the track position to the P2. He slides up and gives us a little door bang, but nothing to worry about. We're currently P4, 1 lap down. Cut the line for lap number 70. 125. Craig Weigel running first, Kyle Hines in second, Corey Farias in third. I'm sitting in fourth in number 2 Ascension Racing Chevy. Greg Royals in fifth. Daniel Gonzalez in sixth, 4 laps down. About 10 laps past the halfway point. Sitting in P4. Try to really feel out the tires at this point. See if they're washing away or we can continue doing what we're doing. Perhaps find a little bit of a pace. We are catching P3 here, which I recognize and really do nothing differently. We go ahead and we're still paying attention to our tires. Looks like he realizes that he's having trouble. The 4 car makes his day difficult. We're going to go ahead and close the gap up to 8/10 off the back door. Ascension car cruise away. Oh yeah, a lot of steering angle on this car here. He is definitely off. He's definitely going to be a low tire or flat tire shortly here. Yep, he's having to wrench that thing all the way to the left, get any kind of steer out of it. That left tire is blown. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Corey. 1200 R rating makes it to lap 82. Tire's not down just yet. He's getting himself out of the way of the leader. Interesting way to do it, but it does look like the tire is down now. That'll be the end of our buddy Corey's race, unfortunately. Puts Mr. Greg Royals back up in fifth place. I'm sorry, fourth place. Fourth place for him. Leaves us in third place here. Very good. No trouble at all. There you go. So as you can see, there are only 5 cars left on the track, and we started with 8. Only one of them was the result of an accident. One, I believe, he removed himself from the race. That 8 car, Mr. Beaudoin. to P3. See it on the leaderboard there on the right. 1, 3, 2. P3. Kyle Hines in second place. He's catching us 2.5 seconds now. Leader is running away with the race, and I have not changed my strategy even a little bit. Doing minimal turn to the steering wheel, letting the car brake as much as we can, saving those tires. Come across the stripe here for lap 92. There goes the P6 car, the P1 car. Getting passed by the P2 car. Riding along, checking out the sights and sounds of Oxford Plains. First time we've ever run this track. First time we've ever run this car track combo. Huge to be able to be sitting in third place, 94th lap of 125. Unfortunately, it looks like Greg is having an issue here now. Our buddy in the 5 car, he is parked off corner 2 there. Fell victim to the flat right front tire. The only thing that I did with this setup to just give us a little bit of a straight line advantage, if I could find it, was I geared a little bit higher, drive the gear ratio and the rear end. I think we're closer to 5.0. Just a short run, got to run out that 4th gear. We have plenty of fuel in the car. And let's see if we can make up the speed that we were losing going through the corners so gently. Number 3, lap 100, only 25 more laps to go. Be number 1 catching us to lap us again, and we are not concerned about him. Or be number 2, we just want to complete this race without blowing any of our tires. The right front was a victim in practice and nothing more. Making room, making space, calm, cool, collected. Minimal steering angle to get into the corners, using a fair amount of the brakes at the entry and really trailing, trying to get us tight to that inside line, let us kind of drift as we get on the throttle with a straight wheel. Creeping through the corners here. Cars off, 3 cars back on. 3 car is in P2. We are laps down from them. We did just regain a lap. Leaf Kyle in the 3 car does begin to have a little bit of issues here. We've got 20 more laps to go. We're just going to drive this car nice and easily. Keep that front tire. Minimal steering angle. Kyle comes jumping out of nowhere and causes our caution flag. Lucky we were able to be heads up in there. Guy just kind of started having a rough day, it looks like. Let's see what happened to him here. He's coming into 3, out of 4, a little wide, up high. Oh, too much. And he loses it in the gravel after rear end kind of gets loose, but he just comes barreling across the track, causing that caution. There we are along the right side of him, keeping ourselves out of danger. Lap number 107 of 125 has been completed. We are set comfortably in P3. Not worried about gaining or losing any more position. The car behind is 4 laps down from us. Here we can see the leader goes in for a quick check in the pits. All he can do is add fuel, and it's not necessary. So he's really just checking to see how beat up his tires are, giving us the lucky dog candidacy, and we're going to regain a lap. For that, we'll have to drop to the rear end of the longest line on restart, but there are only 4 cars left on the track, which puts us in excellent track position. Now, there is a little bit of confusion here. P2 doesn't realize that he's on a wave around and sets himself right in front of us. This is actually us on the same lap as that yellow car there for P2. He is supposed to drive past the the pace car, get his wave around, and stay on the same lap as the leader, but he bobbles it and puts himself 1 lap down, a threat of 1 lap down. The leader is only 2 cars back from him at this point. So for the dust up, way out of order, we got P2 in the yellow car there. That's P4 in the 4 car. There's P1 in the 1 car, and I'm in P3 in the 2 car bringing up the rear. Only 4 cars left after an 8 car start. We are laps down from the leader. Nothing we can really do. You can see that P2 went ahead and really took advantage of being up near the pace car. He got a good run. He is now 4 seconds behind me. So there is no chance that we're going to go ahead and catch him. If he ends up putting us a lap down, so be it. There's nothing we can do but hang on to a P3 at this point. Ascension late model is looking whole, healthy, unhurt. Sitting in P3. We'll be at 115 with 10 to go as we cross the stripe here. We're not doing anything spectacular. Running laps. Nice and smooth. Lap 115. Nice and smooth. Nothing needed to push any further. Nothing to do except for finish the race without blowing that tire. So definitely a race just full of, completion. Make it to the end, survive the race, maintain your equipment, and a huge finish as far as I'm concerned. Very cool. I'm gonna let P2 pass us by because we are not a threat to him. He is a lap ahead of us. He can run as hard as he wants to try to catch the leader. With any luck, he loses that right front on his car, and we take P second, but at this point, we're very happy maintaining our equipment until we can make it to lap 125. Complete this race on the bottom step of the podium. Let's take a ride along for the last 5 laps here. Ford did end up losing a tire. Removes himself from the race on lap number 120. We're going into 121. Only 3 cars left on the track. Incredible. We do finish 2 laps down. So that should make it so we finish on lap 124. There's the white flag for us. Leader is already finished. 2 laps ahead. Second place is finished 1 lap ahead, and we have officially finished after 125 laps at Oxford Plains. We take home a P3. Couldn't be happier with that. Couldn't be happier with that finish. Very tough track. A lot on the equipment. Celebrate. P1, 2, and 3. We use the last of the tires that we have to go ahead and rip some donuts. Very cool. There you have it, YouTube. A P3 officially. 2 laps down, started in 6th. Save them tires, make it to the end. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's go take a look at our official results here. So we had huge gain on safety rating. 0.80. Officially P3 with 70 championship points and a 1769 split. Our fastest lap was a half a second off the leader, but we were not concerned about that for a second. We finished with 0 incidents and all 4 tires still inflated. We also gained 25 on our I rating here. So very, very cool day. Very cool race. Now, I will have plenty more for you, YouTube. Stick around. We'll be back with more as always. I'll see you next time.